their parents know. Best experience. Where are we heading?
Iceland.
Yes, we're heading to Reykjavik in Iceland.
아이슬란드에 도착했습니다.
The first thing you'll want to do as soon as you arrive in Iceland is rent a car. It's not just a choice, it's essential.
This glacier. Wow.
Don't like driving? You'll love it here. The views are so incredible. You won't even be able to focus your eyes on the road.
That's amazing.
We're heading to our first stop in Iceland, Reynisfjara Beach.
오.
This spot is famous for its impressive basalt columns formed by cooling lava and its rock formations rising out of the ocean. As you can see, it's a truly unique geological wonder. No wonder Game of Thrones and The Secret Life of Walter Mitty filmed here. But that's not all. The beach also features stunning black sand created by volcanic ash from past eruptions, along with dramatic views of the Atlantic Ocean and surrounding cliffs. To get a better sense of the true beauty, check out our drone shots. I couldn't help but think this would make the perfect commercial for an athletic brand, so I ran along the black sand beach. Nature's beauty is beyond amazing, isn't it? Jin was equally excited and ran along with me.
어머! No! Yay!
Sean and Jin.
We had an unforgettable time there.
와, 눈이 오고 있어요.
It's early October and snowing in Iceland. Literally, Iceland.
Wow. On our way to the next spot, it suddenly started snowing.
와, 갑자기 한겨울이 됐어요.
Proof that in Iceland, you need snow tires even in early October.
어머, 화가 났어.
Well, there.
여기 또. 어머나.
There are many cars that got into an accident while we're driving here.
The scenery along the way just kept amazing us. Iceland truly has some of the most unreal landscapes on Earth.
All Iceland.
Now, we've arrived at one of Iceland's iconic waterfalls, Seljalands Falls. This waterfall is famous for its height and beauty. As we got closer, we were hit with a big splash of water, but it was too cold to get completely soaked. Still, the cold didn't stop us from posing for a picture. From above, this waterfall is quite impressive, standing at 60 meters or 200 feet. The abundant water flow only adds to its grandeur. What makes this place truly unique is the path that takes you behind the waterfall. You can stand behind the cascade and get a stunning, up-close perspective as the water falls right in front of you. It's one of a kind experience you won't find at most waterfalls. But be careful, the path can be slippery and bumpy. Wow, what a truly unique view behind the waterfall.
와,
We are skating.
that was crazy. We're all wet.
아우 움직여요.
Here's another awe-inspiring waterfall.
I'm going in here. Jin was too afraid to go in.
Beautifuldestinations. What makes this spot so unique is its hidden location. Tucked away inside a narrow canyon, Beautifuldestinations is almost invisible from the outside. To find it, you have to wade through a shallow stream and step carefully over rocks into a narrow gorge. It feels like you're slipping into a secret world. Once inside, you can stand right in front of the powerful cascade surrounded by towering, moss-covered cliffs. The mist, the echo, the green walls is a surreal, almost magical experience like something straight out of a fantasy film.
What a great photo spot.
Next, we headed to another iconic waterfall, Skoga Falls. And wow, that view from the top, absolutely breathtaking, right? Skoga Falls is hands down one of the most massive and majestic waterfalls in all of Iceland.
Yes, Koga Falls. Wow.
Can you tell how excited I was? Standing at the base, you don't just see the power, you feel it. It's like nature is roaring right in front of you. It was a long day exploring the beach and waterfalls, and now we're heading to our hotel, tucked away in a remote area far from the capital, Reykjavik. As always in Iceland, the drive was scenic. Snow-capped mountains in the distance, vast meadows stretching endlessly on both sides. Finally, we arrived at a cozy little hotel in the countryside.
자, 여러분. 저희 숙소예요. 오. 방을 한번 더 보여줄게요. 네. 방은 간단해요. 침대 2개랑요. 무엇보다 짜잔! 나름 프라이빗 베스룸이 있어요. 자, 션! 아이슬란드에서 이렇게 프라이빗 베스룸 있는 숙소, 지금 저희가 이 숙소가 현재 가장 싼 숙소죠?
네. This hotel is $110 per night. And that doesn't include breakfast.
쉐어드 키친 있고 프라이빗 베스룸 있는 거에 비해서 가격이 굉장히 저렴한 숙소가죠. 대신 위치가 안 좋아.
For the room with private bathroom but shared kitchen, this $110 per night is very affordable in Iceland.
위치가 얼마나 안 좋냐? 이 주위에 아무것도 없어.
So the location is out of nowhere. There's nothing. Just this hotel, which is why this hotel with private bathroom is $110. If this were to be located in the city center, it would be like over $200 per night.
And then Northern Lights. Jin took this photo while I was asleep and she woke me up right away. We rushed outside and this surreal scene was awaiting for us. I'd seen the Northern Lights once before in Norway, but even so, this moment felt just as magical. What made it even more special was sharing it with my beloved wife, Jin. We took as many photos and videos as we could that night. They look amazing, but nothing compares to seeing it in person. I highly recommend visiting one of these countries, Norway, Iceland, Finland, or Canada, between October and March. The next morning, we set off on adventure to a new and exciting destination. As we passed through vast meadows with cows and horses grazing, majestic mountains in the distance, and geothermal power plants scattered along the way, we finally reached our destination.
뻗는데.
It's hot.
네.
It's warm.
오.
Smells surfer. It's -2 Celsius degree today, and it's only October. I don't like this hand.
It's like goosebump 장수.
Chestnut. We're heading to a secret hot spring. No longer a secret because on Google Maps, you need to hike up 40 minutes to 50 minutes to be able to enjoy the free natural hot spring. Actually, you need to pay for the parking at the entrance, but there's no admission fee like Blue Lagoon. It's a small stream, but the reviews say it's definitely worth the hike. We'll see.
The scenery was so breathtaking that we couldn't help but fly the drone to capture the moment. It truly felt like we were walking through a real-life fantasy world. The hike was steep, so I had to keep encouraging Jin to push through, but we didn't give up. And then we arrived at the hidden gem, Reykjadalu.
Isn't this an interesting scene? Right?
At first glance, it just looked like a stream, but don't be fooled by the cover.
It's like public bath. -2 Celsius degree.
The water was incredibly hot, probably around 45 Celsius degree or 113 Fahrenheit degree.
오빠 너무 뜨거운 거 아니야?
But once you got used to the temperature, oh, it was perfect in this chilly weather.
Nice. It's hot, but it's good. Because it's natural. It's hot, right? This is like a public bath, but it's a very enjoyable experience.
와 너무 좋아요. 아이슬란드 오면 꼭 해보세요.
It's
진짜 올만하다.
definitely worth the hike. It's an hour-long hike, pretty uphill, but once you come up here, you have a very pleasant experience.
Jin had been wondering, do we really have to keep climbing? But now she was absolutely loving it.
this is the best experience so far. Much better than Blue Lagoon.
아 그래?
Because Blue Lagoon, the water is not that hot.
Yes, most tourists flock to the famous Blue Lagoon. I did too when I first visited Iceland. But after experiencing this, I can confidently say Reykjadalur is a must visit, not the Blue Lagoon. See the others enjoying this incredible natural hot spring? It didn't matter their age or nationality. Everyone seemed to be truly soaking in the magic. We didn't want to leave. It felt like we could have stayed there all day.
How did you like today's experience, Jin?
굉장히 특별한 경험이었어요. 잊지 못할 것 같아요.
When you come here, make sure to go up as high as possible. If you prefer hot bath, because as you go further down, it becomes more lukewarm, but as you go higher up, it becomes hotter. Jin and I really enjoyed hot bath. It's lukewarm here. Yeah, maybe more than 5 degrees Celsius difference.
After a long, relaxing soak, the descent was even more pleasant as we couldn't stop smiling at how perfect the experience had been.
와.
사우나야, 스시 사우나. 자연 사우나다. 너무 좋지?
와.
스시 사우나.
와, it looks like we're flying. 와. 뭐 이렇게. This is a spot where we took a bath. So you have to hike all the way up, almost an hour hike up.
We're here at Gullfoss, one of Iceland's most iconic and must-visit waterfalls.
Let's see Jin's reaction. 3, 2.
와, 무지개다! 와, 레인보우! 와, 레인보우! 와, 무지개! 와.
Just look at the scale and sheer power of this place. Wow. I've turned down the volume quite a bit, but even so, you can still hear the wind roaring.
No! 정신이 없어요. 너무 차웠어. 머리카락이 와, 바람이
It was so windy that it was almost impossible to stand still. Despite the gust, this tiered waterfall is incredibly massive and powerful. I'm truly in awe.
여러분 저는 오빠 지금 머리 좀 만져보세요.
네.
저는 제가 어머나 어머나 아니 넘겨달라고 했는데 이게
머리
뭐-
넘겨드리고 있잖아. 어머.
예쁘게 넘겨주셔야죠 이거.
그러니까 이렇게 예쁘게 해요.
머리 넘겨달라고 하면 여러분의 남자친구 혹은 남편은 어떻게 남겨주시나요? 우리 어디로 가요?
Singvalley National Park.
여기 어디예요?
Singvellir National Park.
여기
네.
싱벨리아 국립공원. 구글에 국립공원이라고 치시면 안 되고요. 비지터 센터라고 치거나 주차장 1 치셔야 입구로 옵니다.
The rock formations at Singvellir National Park are truly unique and fascinating. But that's not all. This park is located in a rift valley between the North American and Eurasian tectonic plates where you can actually see these plates pulling apart. You can even walk along the boundary between them, feeling the immense power of the Earth's natural forces. There's also deep historical significance here. Singvellir is home to the oldest parliamentary institution in the world, which was founded in 930 AD. For over 800 years, people gather here annually to make laws and settle disputes.
아이슬란드 와서 여기에 좋은 점, 화장실이 곳곳에 설치되어 있어요. 한국도 화장실이 되게 크게 찾아볼 수 있고 다 무료로 쓰니까 그렇지 않은 나라 가면 적응이 잘 안 되거든요.
And of course, no visit to Iceland is complete without seeing a waterfall. Here's yet another one, proving Iceland truly is a land of waterfalls.
Check out the crystal clear water.
와,
We moved on to our next spot, but made a quick stop at a gas station.
This is how it works. When you fuel the gas in Iceland, I got charged 30,000 krona, which is $222 US dollars on my credit card. Then, I think you get the remainder back. But this is for 18 liter. I paid 5,900 krona, so that is $43. So I should be getting back the remainder, but it takes time. That's how it works. So don't get panicked when your car gets charged this amount of money.
After that, we arrived at Geysir, one of Iceland's most famous geothermal areas.
She doesn't like that.
Yes, Geysir is still incredibly active, erupting every 10 minutes and sending water up to 40 meters or 130 feet into the air. This area is a true geothermal wonder with hot springs, mud pools, and steam vents everywhere. Passing through endless meadows and grazing sheep, we continued on our way to our accommodation. Since we planned to cook, we stopped by a local supermarket to pick up supplies.
What?
양말 셋,
How many pairs?
셋, 넷, 네 개.
Four pairs of socks.
기본
어.
세트.
Wow, that's $20. This frozen shrimp, 400 gram. Guess how much this is? This is frozen. $51. This dried cod. This is $62. Guys, if you buy exact same material in Korea, it will be like $6. Guys, these little couple of pieces of cookies, guess how much this costs? $13. Guys, this one broccoli, guess how much this costs? That is $8. This is $8 for this small broccoli.
And yes, things are a bit pricey in Iceland. It's an island after all.
This is our last night hotel.
When we arrived, we were greeted by our
Hello,
host
boy.
and this adorable little boy.
Hi. 9 months.
You might think that Jin always does the cooking, but no, I cook a lot too. While I was preparing dinner, the host family had their meal first. It looked like a pretty well-balanced dish with meat, veggies, and carbs. Chef Sean was in full action tonight.
자, 셰프.
What's on the menu, you ask?
Looks delicious.
Ground beef, veggie, pasta.
파스타까지.
네.
오.
건강하게 한번 먹어볼게요.
Our dinner turned out just as balanced and delicious. Looks like a success. Afterward, we stepped out onto the terrace to enjoy the evening. The sun sets pretty late here since Iceland is so close to the North Pole. What a perfect way to end the night.
와.
Good morning. The next day, we set out to explore the vibrant capital of Reykjavik. Our first stop, the Harpa Concert Hall.
현대적이죠. 하지만 왠지 서울에도 있을 것 같은 그런 느낌.
네.
This architectural masterpiece immediately catches the eye.
I love that vibe.
You do.
Modern.
Next, we headed to Kirkja Church, one of the most iconic landmarks in Iceland. Known for its dramatic design, it draws inspiration from the volcanic landscape.
This is one of the landmark churches in Reykjavik.
오.
Standing at an impressive 74 meters tall, the church also boasts a magnificent organ and massive windows that let in stunning natural light.
Letter for Santa. Jean, would you like to send a letter to Santa?
There's no Santa.
There's no Santa? What are you talking about? There is a Santa in Finland.
Oh, you're lying.
Surprisingly, even though it was a Saturday, the busy streets around the commercial district felt calm and peaceful, with not too many people around.
Pasta 5,000원. There are only 370,000 people living in Iceland. So everybody knows each other. Their parents know. Their parents find out
그래요?
the day after their sons and daughters go out for dating. Oh. So that's how small this entire country is.
야.
Because everybody knows each other, everybody knows what's happening.
왜냐면 수도 네이커에 왔는데도 이렇게 사람이 적은 거 보니까 다 알 것 같아서 끌어왔다.
We hope you enjoyed this little tour of Iceland gems with us today. Stay tuned for our next video. We'll be taking you to a breathtaking landscape. See you soon.